Yo, what's up? Cheesebait here. So me and a bunch of other YouTubers agreed to take part in EpicCrossover's Mario Super Sluggers League. So let's find out whether we can hit a home run or whether our hits are going to be an absolute pop fly. Hello everybody, welcome to the MSS League 2021. You guys already saw the intro. Why am I doing another intro? Who the heck knows? So, you guys saw, obviously, a few days ago, we didn't exactly put on the best showing. We were pathetic, and so were Police's team. But, here's the point. We need to be better at home. Luckily, we're away. The problem is, I have no idea. I don't want to know what the other stadiums look like, because I want to kind of go in blind. So, this week, we're going against the Wario Muscles, which are right here. They haven't exactly been the best team in the world. Let me actually pull up, cutout. Alright, so if you guys look over here, the Wario Muscles, obviously they went against the Bowser Monsters and the Waluigi Spitballs, who have been the two best teams in the entire league. So that's not exactly the best, how do I put this? It's not exactly the best showing. Obviously the entire NL East has just been kind of here and there. Obviously the DK Wilds were the ones that beat us last week, so, you know, give or take. Let's see, Bowser Jr., Rockies, yeah, they lost to the Birdo Bows. The Birdo Bows we kind of have to look out for because they're going to be our main rival in the American League. I'm really, depending on how Epic decides to put on the tournament, it's either going to be the top 4 teams of the whole American League, so West and East combined, or it's going to be the top 2 of this and the top 2 of that, top 2 of this, top 2 of that, which will be the best case scenario for us because I don't know. I mean, the Luigi Knights seem to be doing pretty well for themselves. The Birdo Bows are very beatable, though. Like, we should be getting above the Birdo Bows. And if we want to do that, we need to be able to beat the teams that we need to be able to beat the teams that are beatable. And the Wario Muscles are one of those teams. Since we are away, I'm not going to be setting up defensively. Here's the strategies that I've actually written down. Obviously, I have all the Miis with each of their shirt colors. I did a little bit of trading. Okay, I just realized that I can't actually show the video because it shows some of the Discord servers that where my personal friends are in, and I don't want to give that away. Don't want to give too much away about myself. So let me look real quick. I traded Vanessa in for I forget who. Let me look it up real quick. I traded Vanessa for Tari. It's a gamble. Tari was one of my better players. I don't know if I should have played it this early. I'm probably gonna regret selling a Seer just because he actually was really good at I mean, he wasn't really good at pitching, but he was decent at it. He didn't do a terrible job. The thing is that I kind of had to get rid of a Seer just to have Boshi's son, so that way I have 3 whites, 3 browns, and because of that, if I can pull it up real quick, now we have 3 browns, 2 pinks, 3 whites, and me, Case, which means I'm gonna probably start being the starting pitcher now. But considering that Chris is probably my best player, Chris along with, I think it's Chloe? No. Considering Chris along with Alyssa are probably my 2 best players, I'm going to try to utilize them as much as possible while using Peach defensively. I'm starting to realize that Peach really sucks at batting, and that's kind of similar for a lot of players. Alyssa's pretty bad at batting, I'm pretty bad at batting, but we're good at outfield stuff. I'm good at pitching, Peach is really good at catching and throwing. And Alyssa's Alyssa's the opposite. Alyssa's really good at batting, but really sucks at everything else. No. Alyssa's really good at batting, sometimes, and she's decent at catching. So, I'm going to try to use her as much as possible in the right areas. Most of the time, I'm going to be leaving on the top right, just because, most likely, I'm going to have to rely on her catching a lot of the stuff that pops into the top right, which seems to be a problem area. What do you call it? The left field and the right field seem to be really problem areas for me, so I'm keeping Alyssa there just to tighten it up. And if the opponent shifts their attention to the left, you can see that Chloe and Peach will be able to stay in the back for an alternative tactic. I'm just kind of talking out of my butt, talking about my ass right now, so I'm sorry if I sound really naive when it comes to these tactics. I'm more of a soccer guy myself, so, you know, I'm much better with soccer tactics than I am with baseball. Batting order, I had me at first. I decided Gabe at first is probably the better idea. it really doesn't matter, because all that matters is Chris, Chloe, Peach, and Alyssa are all in these mid spots. That way, if a certain people number get out, even if we get out in this, like at least in the second inning, we'll have like an actual stacked lineup sitting right here. And then Boshisan and Blaz, probably the two biggest unknowns, and also the two worst batters most likely. So I'm keeping them down there. Vanessa's kind of an unknown, but considering I have to keep her near Gabe and Chris, didn't really have a choice. Here's my strategies, obviously. The pitchers, obviously. Blaz, I don't know how to say it. He's most likely, I don't know. Blaze is most likely going to be my Hail Mary, just because he's kind of been absent from most of the game. But the problem is, because Blaze is white, I'm kind of forced to keep him in the team just for the chemistry. It sucks. I wish I had other people that I could substitute in, but I don't really have a choice. Maybe if somebody else wants to trade a white player for a white player, then maybe I'll take it, but that's really about the most I could do. I really don't want to have to trade in myself just because I'm the only pitcher on the team that's been consistently playing. Chloe has been surprisingly not terrible. Considering that she's with Peach, that's the only thing that's really keeping her up. It's, you know, she's like a mid-tier character that's being kept up by her chemistry, and that's really the thing that matters the most. Here's the first two matches, the scores, obviously. Since Asir and Tari are gone, look, Asir and Tari had absolutely amazing numbers, but we can't rely on them forever, which is why I'm going to try to rely more on Alyssa. I'm going to try to rely more on Chloe, especially for the batting area. Oh, yeah, Chloe good at batting, that's what it was. Yeah, so the reason I have Chloe, Peach, Alyssa, Chris all in this little area is that way I can take advantage of all of their batting skills. Peach is probably the worst out of the bunch in there, but I only have Peach there so that way I have her next to Chloe, and they'll be able to work off each other pretty well, which I believe Peach should be before Chloe, but I don't care at this point. We already sent the lineup to Epic, and I'm not changing that. Here's the old lineup again. This is literally just superimposed onto this. It's literally the same picture as you guys can obviously see. This is just the links showing how many characters are going to be working together, and I really just did a lot of not number crunching, but just looking at, oh, so this person's good at this person good at that. So I kind of just mishmashed whatever looks most appropriate. I don't know anything about baseball, so I just looked at this thing. Oh, you're pretty good at this. We'll just shove you in this position. I don't really have enough data to see what these players are good at. They're all Miis that are super balanced, and so is Peach. So hopefully we'll get a dub, and we'll get to see how well this team does tomorrow for me, in a few days for you guys. The reaction videos are probably going to be coming out on weird times just because Epic's scheduling for the MSS League has been a little inconsistent. And by inconsistent, I mean he's doing them a little too fast, which means I can't keep up with the pace, which is the reason why this video is actually kind of a week 1, week 2 reaction put together, because I didn't get to actually make any edits to my team until, I probably should have said this at the beginning. I didn't get to make any edits to the team until after week 2 because of the way that scheduling just ended up happening, which is unfortunate, but we're just gonna have to live with it. So this is the lineup. I'm looking forward to the game, at least in terms of the recording date. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. I will be having a reaction video to it as well, as I have with the last 2 game weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys during the game. Peace.